Hi guys, James here, welcome back to the channel, and in today's video we're looking at this beauty, the Panasonic Lumix S1, should you pick one up in 2023. So in 2023 we're seeing new Panasonic full frame cameras coming out, such as the S5 II and the S5 IIX. A couple of really nice cameras, particularly with our new fancy autofocus. So why would somebody want to pick up a Lumix S1 in 2023? So I'm going to give you 5 real good reasons to pick one up in 2023 and a couple of cons as well. Let's keep it balanced. So first reason to pick one up is the build quality. This is very important to me. If I'm shooting all day, I want to make sure that what I got in my hand is built very, very well. It's got to be robust, it's got to be rugged, it's also got to be comfortable to hold, and for me personally, I think the S1 has all of these elements. Its ergonomics are very nice, it's weather sealed, and it could take a bit of a beating. So build quality for me is one good reason to pick up the Lumix S1 in 2023. Number 2, this is a professional camera, again with a build quality, but also all the features it has, and it has so many really good features. You've got dual card slots for backing up and redundancy. You've got mic headphone jack. You've got tons of video options, anything from full HD 8-bit, full HD 10-bit, all the way up to OpenGate 6K. That's internal 6K video. So a lot going for it in the video resolution department, and also frame rates too. It's 4K 60 and I think up to 180 frames per second in HD. This also has fully customizable buttons, and this is something that Panasonic does very well, is give you the ability to customize their cameras to your liking. So if you want to set it up for photo or for video, it doesn't matter, you can customize the shit out of the Panasonic Lumix S1. The Lumix S1 also has IBIS, so in-body image stabilization. This is great if you're using manual lenses or lenses that don't have any optical stabilization. If photo's more your thing, then this has high res mode, so you can get 96 megapixel images, so really cram-packed detail, really good for landscape photography. This has 6K burst photo mode as well, and a plethora of just amazing features for video and photo. You also have a list of amazing profiles such as Cine Like D, Cine Like V, Rec 709, and Vlog is also available for the Lumix S1, but that's with the firmware upgrade. Okay, so that was a bit of a long one in terms of what this offers for professionals, because it is a professional camera. So let's get on to number 3, and that is the lenses. Now, the Panasonic full frame cameras are part of the L-mount alliance with Sigma and Leica, and it's a fairly new mount, the L-mount, but already they're churning out some amazing lenses for the Panasonic S-series cameras. Sigma, notably, probably one of the best for producing very good lenses for a really nice price. So with the L-mount alliance, you're getting quite a lot of options in regards to lenses. You've got the much higher priced, but very optically really nice lenses from Leica, and then you've got the S-series Panasonic lenses, which are a bit costly, but again produce stunning results. And then you've got then the Panasonic standard zooms like the 85, 35, 24 mils, f1.8, and then you've also got some really good Sigma lenses. I've got the Sigma 100-400 L-mount, which is a really nice lens, and also got this, a very affordable standard zoom. This is the Sigma 28-70 f2.8, really affordable, has really nice optics, and I've also done a review, which I'll put up here too, about this lens. So affordable, great options for the L-mount, and also some really serious pro expensive lenses too. So L-Mount Alliance is another good reason to pick up a Lumix S1 in 2023. Number 4 on my list is image quality, and even though it's number 4, it's actually number 1 in my opinion. The image quality, fundamentally, it's probably the most important part of what a camera should offer, or the most important thing you should be looking for in what a camera offers. You know, so if I'm filming something and it can have all the fancy tools in the world, but if the image looks like shit, then what's the point? But I find that the S series full frame cameras produce such a lovely image quality. And before I saw my Pocket 4K, that was one thing I was concerned about, how well the image quality stood up to the Pocket 4K image. And as we all know, if you're a seasoned filmmaker or videographer, you know, the Blackmagic cinema cameras produce such a really rich and organic, beautiful color science. And when I compared the S1 with the Pocket 4K, there was a difference, but not much of a difference. And that's just a testament to how well the engineers at Panasonic have really homed in the color science and the image quality coming out of the Panasonic S-series cameras. It's a fabulous, really nice looking image quality. Picture quality, image quality from the S1, it's another good reason to pick one up in 2023. Number 5 is the price. One good thing about all these fancy new cameras coming out, it dramatically drops the prices on older cameras such as the S1, even though it was only like 4 years old. And the S1 on MPB, I think secondhand goes for around $7,500 for a really good copy of the S1, and I think that's an absolute steal for what you're getting with this camera. So that's something definitely to look into if you're considering buying a Lumix S1 in 2023. So some cons. The S1 is a fabulous camera and definitely a really good professional camera. I've used this on professional shoots and I'm always happy with the results, and it never gives me any anxiety in terms of its overheating or batteries or nothing like that. It's a really solid camera, but there are some things which you may want to consider before buying one. Number 1 is the fact that the screen is well, it's not a flippy outy screen, which a lot of people love. I personally don't give a shit. I don't mind. I prefer the tilt up. So this tilts up and it does this as well. So it kind of comes out a little bit there, as you can see. So it's not a fully articulating screen, but I find these angles to be quite useful. But if you're doing this kind of stuff, like I'm using the G80 now, and that's got a fully articulating screen so I can see myself. I've got a monitor as well, mine, but nevertheless, if you were in a pinch and you needed to see yourself, you could with a fully articulating screen, and this doesn't have that. So that could be one reason which you may not want to pick one up. So definitely consider that, no fully articulating screen. Number 2 is the fact that it is a big unit, and if you can, the one good thing about the S1, and another reason why I switched out from the Pocket 4K, you needed to kind of rig up if you wanted to get, you know, the best out of it. But with the S1, you don't have to rig it up. But even if you don't rig it up, it's still a bit of a hefty camera. It's nice, big, and chunky, which I prefer. It's all very subjective, this, I guess. So if you prefer a smaller camera, then this perhaps is not the one for you. But if you don't mind the bigger camera, and I think a bigger camera is better, particularly if you're handheld and you want smoother shots, a slightly heavier rig is more beneficial for that. But totally get it if you like smaller cameras. So if you do, then perhaps the Lumix S1 is not the one for you. Another reason to perhaps overlook the S1 is the fact that it has no low-pass filter. This means it has sharper images, but you may run into moire, which is, it's a weird, funky little thing that happens when you have patterns that lines that are too close together. Like knitted jumpers and, you know, that kind of stuff. So just something you need to be aware of. So no low pass filter is another reason you may want to overlook the Lumix S1. Number 4 is the fact that Vlog is not included. It's a separate purchase. That's something to consider if you're looking to do some serious video work with this camera. The S5 has it. installed already. But yeah, the S1 doesn't. So like I said, you can try your luck on eBay and get a second-hand one. In fact, that's what I did. I got my S1 on eBay, and it was being sold with Vlog already installed. And so you may have a bit of luck with that. I think sometimes on sites like MPB, they sell the S1, and sometimes it will come with Vlog too, so you may get a bit cheaper. But it's definitely worth considering that if you're a pro video guy. The fact that it doesn't come with Vlog is something which you might want to consider when looking at the Lumix S1. So another con for this camera is the fact that even though you get a dual card slot, one of the card slots is actually an XQD. And for me, that's a bit of a pain in the ass. Things like, you know, carrying around 2 different kind of card readers, and also these XQD cards are quite expensive in comparison. The dual card slot is great, but having 2 different type of cards is a bit of a con for this camera. So guys, that's it from me. Any comments, leave those in the comment section down below. What do you think about the S1? Is it worth picking one up in 2023? Is it not worth picking up in 2023? Is there much better options out there? Then please let us know in the comment section down below. If you enjoyed this video, then hit the like button. Likes help the channel out loads, so plenty of likes, please, and also subscriptions as well. If you want to see more of this, then hit the subscribe button and the notification bell too. We may be at 1,000 subscribers, so if we are, thank you so much. We do appreciate it. It's a big milestone for us. And yeah, we're not stopping. We're going to keep on chugging. All right then, guys, that's it for me. Thank you, and goodbye.